Hi guys, this is Igor. Today is February 10th, 2020. Futures are down a little bit on renewed fears of coronavirus. More cases are in China. And here are your short-term and long-term picks for today. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the like button and hit me with some comments. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, so let's start with Tesla. And Tesla is opening higher pre-market on the article in Forbes that Google can acquire Tesla, okay, at $1,500. And a little bit crazy to me, and I don't think these gains can hold just on this article. So if Tesla is opening over $800, I mean, I would let it run just a little bit in the morning on the craziness, and just if you own Tesla, just sell some calls, because for example, I own Tesla and I don't want to sell it, but I would sell some covered calls. If you don't own Tesla, I wouldn't buy this at the open because this may come down, because the article was just a speculation that Google can acquire Tesla. Okay, so on the opposite side of this is NIO. NIO reported that their deliveries in January fell 11.5% year over year, and on extended holiday, Chinese New Year holiday, and coronavirus fears. But it's not all bad news for NIO, because first of all, I like that they have donated to NIO customer care unit to fight coronavirus. And second, that they are still delivering cars, and I actually expected much worse numbers than they have showed, and for in terms of deliveries. So it's not that all that bad. But the stock is still pressured by the coronavirus fears and closing of some stores, even though they're selling over the internet. So I don't know, if you want to buy the stock, buy it and hedge it. Like hedging means buying puts or selling covered calls. That's the only way I would play NIO. Okay, next company is NVidia. NVidia was upgraded this morning by RBC Capital. Was the price target of $301 from $251. NVIDIA is going to report this week. I think they're reporting Thursday, and RBC Capital is saying that the numbers are going to be good. I actually like NVIDIA a lot, and I would buy the stock on any weakness, just like I would buy any semiconductor stocks, such as, for example, MU. Buy it on a weakness, and it looks like it's opening lower. Applied Materials, AMAT, I would also buy it on a weakness. What else? Skyworks Solutions. I would also buy this on a weakness, even though the chart doesn't look that good for Skyworks Solutions, but it's a very solid company. So wait for it to come down a little bit, and then I would buy. Okay. By the way, QRVO, they were upgraded this morning, I believe, or a price target announced by Wells Fargo as a price target of $135. Okay, and another stock is WDC that I like in this group. Okay, so I would buy these stocks on any weakness. Okay, speaking of weakness, Apple is going to open lower on the reports that well, first of all, they closed all the shops in China, and their suppliers are pressured in China. The main suppliers is Foxconn, and they're supposed to open actually today, and we'll see how they because they're in a supply crunch, and we'll see how they pick up the production of Apple iPhones. And as far as I know, that Apple is planning to create a cheaper version of iPhone on the heels of this coronavirus outbreak. Okay, so but Apple shares are pressured. I don't think I would buy the stock here. Okay, so there are news in AbbVie and ALGN. As you know, AbbVie is buying ALGN for a long time ago, and they're about to close this transaction. But AbbVie reported first on Friday, I think, and ALGN has reported today, this morning, reported really good numbers. And obviously, if ALGN reports good numbers, it's good for AbbVie. So AbbVie in general is a really good stock to own long term. I actually would buy AbbVie even here. So AbbVie is very interesting buy. Okay. So Under Armour actually was raised today by Morgan Stanley. The price target is 23. Under Armour reports earnings tomorrow morning, and I'm actually interested in Under Armour before earnings. I think it would be a good pickup. Under Armour. Okay. Limited brands. There was a comment from CNBC that they're close to selling their Victoria's Secret brand to Sycamore Partners, and the stock is higher pre-market, like about $1.50. I'm not sure if I want to buy the stock at here. I mean, I've been recommended the stock in 18th area, and plus they were paying like 6% dividend, 6% yield actually, and now they're not paying 60% yield, obviously, because the stock is up a lot to $25 from $18 in a very short time, as you can see here. Okay, so I don't know if I want to buy this stock that expensive here. Okay. The company is in the news lately that Simon Properties is buying Taubman Properties, Taubman Group, for $3.6 billion. It's actually a very interesting acquisition. I think it will benefit Simon Properties, and on top of that, Simon Properties is paying almost 6% yield. So could be an interesting pickup here for Simon Properties. Okay. Another stock that's soaring this morning is Moderna. Okay, I've been recommending Moderna for the past, I don't know, month maybe. And those of you who were managed to hold on to the stock benefited greatly, because the stock was up like almost 17% on Friday, and up a lot, another, I don't know, like 5% on today, pre-market. And I think the stock is going even higher. I think the stock can reach like $30. I'm very bullish on the stock, because I think that's the company that's closest to solving the coronavirus puzzle. Okay, so I am very interested in the stock, even though I own the stock and hold the stock right now. Okay, another stock that I like on this coronavirus is Inovio Pharmaceuticals. But the problem with Inovio is that they issue constantly new debt to sponsor their production and to sponsor their trials. So as soon as the stock price goes up, they immediately issue more debt. They immediately issue more shares, and that's the problem with Inovio. So it's a very dangerous stock to play at this point, even though they reported that FDA approved their 1 and 2 phase, I believe, of some infectious disease, but dangerous stock to play. So it's up to you guys. I mean, if you want to buy it, just hedge it with like options. Okay. Speaking of hedging, Eli Lilly said that their Alzheimer's study, one of their trials, didn't meet an endpoint, and the stock is lower, I think like $5 or $6 pre-market. I mean, it's been trading pretty high in the overbought territory, so let it to come down a little bit. I mean, Eli Lilly is a very good stock to own long term, but at this point, let it to come down a little bit. I think if it's going significantly below $140, I would pick it up. Okay, a couple more stocks that I have on my list is, first of all, MYGN. MYGN is down again this morning. It was down. Myriad. It's Myriad Genetics. It's reported not so good numbers on Friday, and was down like I think to 28% on Friday, from about $30 to $21, and now it continues to go down pre-market again. Okay, so looks like it's gonna go down more, and I actually would be interested to short the stock if it comes up, or buy some puts. Okay. There are a couple of smaller companies, pharmaceutical companies, that are interesting this morning. ADVB, okay. They reported data from 1 and 2 study, and Cantor Fitzgerald upgraded the stock. ADVB. Anyway, can't come up. ADVB. Yeah, it doesn't come up, but it's advanced biotechnology, and Cantor Fitzgerald upgraded the stock from $8 to $21. And another stock is VTVT. Okay, VTV Therapeutics. That's a tiny company, tiny stock, and they may come up a little bit because they reported some study, a successful study. Okay, so that's it, guys. That's the wrap for the day. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the like button, and I'll see you tomorrow.